Hi Simmers, I just wanted to start off and introduce myself. I am the one that builds. That is my YouTube name and um, my origin name, so you can find these builds on that. Today I wanted to do kind of like a starting video of a modern build. I believe this is going to be in three parts because oh goodness, there was a lot I did to this build. I will say it's not the best, and I'm not the best builder, but I just wanted to share my creations with y'all and to let y'all see, what goes on, at least in my brain. You will see a lot of back and forth, but that's because if I can't figure out what I want to do with that area, I'll just move to the back or whatever, side that I want to work on that I know I can, come up with something. Um, I do not do modern builds usually, but I wanted to give this a try, and I probably should have gone with something more traditional, but why not? This house is in Deso Valley, and right now I think I'm trying to pick out the pavement. I couldn't find that specific pavement. I mean, there was one similar, but it wasn't like the rounded like that is. I was trying to find something that was similar, but obviously didn't. So I ended up with this kind of pavementy kind of one, and I wanted to do a curve, but I felt like that wasn't modern. Like in my eyes, modern is straight lines and clean cut, minimal type of look. So that's kind of what I'm going here. I'm doing the top columns, I guess you could say, um, and just making it have some character. I see here. Oh, trying to find the link that I want. Yeah. I usually don't play with wall heights as much, but I know in modern builds, like you really want those long walls. Here I'm putting in windows, and taking out a whole bunch of windows. It is so hard when you don't build modern, it's hard to find windows. I ended up trying to Google what modern windows look like because I'm just not used to modern windows. I live here in Texas and modern windows aren't really a thing. Um, at least in the part of Texas that I am at currently. But you can see here how I'm going back and forth um, with this build. And the roof was something else for sure. I couldn't get it together. But, I mean, towards the end, you'll see. I think it looks pretty decent. And like I said, there's going to be three parts. This is just kind of like the shell and a little bit of the backyard. I didn't want to cut out some of the, or should I say, most of the good stuff when I was decorating the outdoor and with the greenery and the pool area. I didn't want to cut out any of that because I do see some builders on YouTube do cut that stuff out. I wanted to show y'all the nitty gritty of what it was for me at least to build a home. And sorry if you hear my cat in the background. She's meowing underneath the door. Yeah, and like I said, I'm struggling with Windows. And you can hear my cat. Oh my goodness. She's a mess. Um, anyways, but yeah, I thank y'all for watching this video. Oh my gosh. I wish y'all could hear her kind of like meowing and stuff. Um, sorry, ADHD, ADD, whatever you want to call it. I got it. So here, okay, so the doors on this modern build, I didn't like the reflection. I understand that the reflection is probably for like sun or whatever, but I didn't want it because was coming off like a pinky kind of color. I didn't want it. So I did those doors, and I mean, they look pretty pretty all right, right? Oh, and then here I tried to layer windows because I wanted the bigger top, but you can't have that when it's touching the roof because it'll block it out. And so if anyone knows like a mod or something that I can use to, I guess, not have the roof block out my windows, that would be great. Also, when I put in the beginning, I put in these small little windows and it seemed to, you'll see what I'm talking about later, that when I added the foundation, that the windows kind of disappeared. But you may see it, you may not. I might have clipped it out. I'm not sure. But this video was very long. I think my recording um, in total was about 8 hours of building this house. And that's kind of why I didn't want to knock out any of the nitty gritty. Um, because I just wanted to show y'all how it was, at least for me. Here I'm trying to pick out the paint for the exterior, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with the what are those things called? Are they shingles? No, that's what's on the roof. um the siding, I didn't know if I wanted to go with the one that I just had, but it was like more beachy and I didn't want that, or more modern beachy, and I just really didn't want that, and I just wanted a plain white kind of texture, and that's when I decided to do this, which I really don't put considered inside paint on the outside, but I did with this one. I just don't like the little ruffle things. I don't know what they're called right now. I'm so sorry. I'm probably gonna get so many comments about what they're called, but that is a-okay with me. And here I'm just adjusting the roof and adding columns, at least on the back, and then there's one in the front I think I added um, just to have it look like it's somewhat supported. And then I'm putting windows on the side. Oh my gosh, and trying to place these windows, oh, my OCD was having a fit. It was having a fit. Because I can't not have windows in line with each other. It's just something that I can't do it. And so I added some lights, and I think it looks really pretty. Like at nighttime, it's so pretty. And my mind for this house was someone, again, that's minimalist, and or not minimalist, like they live a very minimal, but simple, but modern, kind of rich, like a star that just broke out and, is winning these awards and all this stuff. Like that's my vision for this house. And yeah, I also want to do, so here's my thoughts for the future. I'm thinking after I do the part 2 and part 3, I'm thinking I'll do a story, either a storyline or a challenge. I'm not 100% sure because I know I want to keep this page at least um, building for the most part. Um, but I don't know, because I could branch out and I could do other things. But it just really depends on what y'all want. If y'all want me to continue to build, I am glad, happy, ecstatic that you're even here watching my video, listening to my video, and I will continue to do um, pretty much anything you want me to, on The Sims at least. And so here I was adding some of the darker ledges. I'm starting the pool here, And when I did the pool, I wanted like fancy, and I wanted a waterfall, but I didn't know which waterfall to use because they were so, I don't know, they weren't what I was looking for. I was having some real struggles. It was freaking struggle bus with this. Like I said, it took me 8 hours to make, which isn't usual. Sometimes it'll take me maybe 4 to 6 hours to build like a suburban home or like a farmhouse home, but this one took a while. And I want to say it took, it was about 2 days, and on the second day it took me almost 6 hours to finish building. Editing wasn't that much, but for sure. And here I'm just trying to um, get it to where I can make um, this pretty. What are they called? My words have left my mouth today. Oh my gosh. That thing. Yes, what that is. It's kind of like I wanted like a shield kind of thing, and yeah. So that's what that is. And then I put some cute little trees up to kind of match the world around us. Here I'm using the BB dot move objects on cheat so that way I can move um, the plants and overlap them and things like that. And I don't know about that bush, guys. I really don't know about that bush. I love hate that bush. It's great on farmhouses, and you know, it's just your regular colonial builds. Like it's beautiful bush for those type of builds. But I just don't know if it's good for a modern home. Like, does a modern home need to be like bushy? I don't know. Is like just like this. Does a pool have a floaty? You'll see here in a minute. I try to figure out the pool situation just a little bit. Like it's very confusing. But here I'm using the I believe it's the 9 and 0 key. Um it has the parentheses. I use that to move up my greenery or any kind of item. You can easily use those. And also the bracket keys to make the plant bigger, or any item, actually any item you can use, you can do it bigger or smaller by that. And here, like, does a modern pool have like a floaty like that? And does it have um what is that called, a jump, uh oh my goodness, it's been so long. My words are not with me today, oh my gosh. And again, I'm doing the same thing over here on the jacuzzi or hot tub, whatever you prefer to call it. And I don't know, I think it looks all right, right? Right, guys? But anyways, thank you so much for watching my video, listening to me and my jabber. You know, I really appreciate it. I would also appreciate a follow and like if you enjoyed this video and want to see where this home is going. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I appreciate it. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.